Now coming to next topic, that is rectangular waveguide, which we have seen a single conductor transmission line. Now let us briefly discuss about this rectangular waveguide. Right now, the shape of the rectangular waveguide, as we have seen, the shape of the rectangular waveguide will be in rectangular. That's why it is called rectangular waveguide. Now since it contains only one conductor, that's why it comes under the category of single conductor transmission line. Now this is the structure of rectangular waveguide, which is along x direction, y direction and z direction. Right now, this is the structure of rectangular waveguide. This is how it looks like. Right now, this is how the rectangular waveguide looks like. Now since the structure is in the form of rectangular shape, that's why it is called rectangular waveguide, since it is a transmission line used to transmit microwave signal from transmitter to receiver. That means here you will have a transmitter. Now transmitter contains a source. That source, either it may be klystron power supply or gun power supply or magnetron. It contains a source which generates a microwave signal. Now after generating the microwave signal, that signal you have to receive it by receiver. Now in order to receive that, we use a transmission line. Right, in order to receive that, we use a transmission line. We have seen different transmission line in previous lecture, like single conductor transmission line. Among these you have nothing but waveguides. Right now, the different types of waveguides we have seen is your rectangular waveguide, which we are discussing now, and you have circular waveguide and you have elliptical waveguide depending on the shape, and you have single ridged waveguide and double ridged waveguide. Another transmission line is multi-conductor transmission line. Now different types of multi-conductor transmission lines are coaxial lines, strip lines, microstrip lines, slot lines, coplanar lines, etc. Now behind this transmission line you have open boundary structures also, and again it is classified into two types, that is dielectric rods and open waveguides. We have seen different transmission lines in previous lecture. Now using the transmission lines, microwave signals, once those are generated, those are transmitted from transmitter to receiver. Right now, coming to first transmission line, that is your rectangular waveguide. Now let us discuss about the first transmission line, that is rectangular waveguide. Structure will be like this. Since the shape is in the form of rectangular form, that's why it is called rectangular waveguide. Now this is the rectangular waveguide structure along three mutually perpendicular direction, x, y and z. Now z is considered as direction of propagation of wave. Now this waveguide is used here. Now this waveguide is used here is used as a transmission line for transferring the microwave signal from transmitter to receiver. Right, from transmitter to receiver, this rectangular waveguide is used for transmission of microwave signal from transmitter to receiver. Now this rectangular waveguide is used. Right now, before this, see here the rectangular waveguide is placed along x-axis and along y-axis and also along z-axis, and z is here considered as direction of propagation of wave. See, at any waveguide we consider z is the direction of propagation of wave. Now this is a structure. This waveguide is a structure now that allows the propagation of microwave signal from transmitter to receiver. Right now, coming to this, and it contains only one conductor. Right, it contains only one conductor. Now let us find out Ex field components, Ex, Ey, Hx, Hy and Ez and Hz. Right, Ex, Ey, Hx, Hy, Ez and Hz. See, microwave signal is transferred from transmitter to receiver through a transmission line in the form of mode. We have seen in previous lecture, in the form of mode, the EM wave gets transferred. We have seen different types of modes like TE mode, TM mode and also TEM mode. In TE mode, Ez is 0 and in TM mode Hz is 0, and in TEM mode both Ez is 0 and also Hz is 0. right? Now rectangular waveguide supports TE wave and TM wave but not TEM wave. Why it doesn't support TEM wave we will discuss in next lecture. Now before that, find out the field component. Now let us find out the field components EX, EY, HX and HY, EZ and HZ. For all, see this EX, EY, HX, HY are called transverse components. These are called transverse components. EX, EY, HX, HY are called transverse components, and these are called longitudinal components. EZ and HZ are called longitudinal components, and EX, EY, HX, HY are called transverse component, and Z direction is considered as propagation of wave. That means we will assume wave is propagating along Z direction, right? Now let us find out the different field components EX, EY, HX, HY, EZ and HZ in a general manner, right? Now before that we know field components. See, field components includes EX, EY, HX, HY, EZ and HZ. Now among that, EX, EY, HX, HY are called transverse components, and EZ, HZ are called longitudinal components. See, we know from Maxwell equation that is del cross E equals to minus dou B by dou T, right? From Maxwell equation we know that del cross E equals to minus dou. We are just deriving the field components. Once those are derived, we will find out the field components under TE mode of propagation under rectangular waveguide, and TM mode of propagation under rectangular waveguide, and also TEM mode, right? And also TEM mode propagation. Why rectangular waveguide doesn't support TEM will comes under this category only, right? Before that, let us find out different field components, that is transverse components and longitudinal components under this rectangular waveguide in a general manner. Now from Maxwell equation we know that del cross E equals to minus dou B by dou T, right? Now expand in IJK form, that del cross E expand in this form, right? Now you have dou by dou X, and here you have dou by dou Y, and here you have dou by dou Z. See, all this will come under EMTL, right? You just have a brief recap of your EMTL now before reading your microwave energy, right? Dou by dou X, dou by dou Y, expand del cross E. Now here you will have EX, EY and EZ, right? Now this minus, see this I can write it as dou by dou T. From, see, in wave equation, from wave equation dou by dou T is nothing but J omega and B is nothing but mu H, right? If I substitute this will become minus J omega mu H, right? Del cross E, which is nothing but minus J omega mu H. Now expand that, J omega mu into Hx I cap plus Hy j cap plus Hz k cap, right? Either you will consider I cap or Ax cap or Ay cap or Az cap. Here also same thing, right? Expanding in three mutually perpendicular direction, the expanding in del cross E, right? Now you solve this, right? You solve this, you will get I cap of dou Ez by dou Y minus dou Ey by dou Z, right? Minus J cap, right? Minus J cap dou Ez by dou X minus dou Ex by dou Z plus K cap of dou Ey by dou X minus dou Ex by dou Y, right? Expand this del form, and which is equals to minus J omega mu Hx I cap plus Hy j cap plus Hz k cap, right? Now equating this I, J, K terms on both sides, right? Next you have to equate these terms. Now if I equate these terms, you will get dou Ez by, now equating these terms on both sides, you will get dou Ez by dou Y minus dou E y by dou Z, and this is equals to, this is ith term, you will get minus j omega mu hx. Now represent this as equation number 1, right? Represent this as equation number 1. Next, equate j terms. You will get dou E z by dou x minus dou E x by dou z, which is equals to j omega mu. Minus minus you will get plus j omega mu hy. Now represent this as equation 2. Now similarly, next equate k terms. Dou E y by dou x minus dou E x by dou y, which is equals to minus j omega mu hz. Now represent this as equation 3, right? Now this is how to evaluate that, right? Now before that, see, you know gamma is nothing but alpha plus j beta, right? Gamma is nothing but alpha plus j beta, where gamma is your propagation constant and alpha is your attenuation constant, right? Alpha is your attenuation constant and this is your propagation constant, right? Now at your high frequencies, right, at your high frequencies, nothing but, see, rectangular waveguide is used for transmission of microwave signal, which is nothing but high frequencies. Now at high frequencies, attenuation constant is 0. Now gamma becomes j beta, right? Gamma becomes j beta. Now propagation, that is propagation of wave, if z is your direction of propagation of wave, now this will become e power minus gamma z. If z is your direction of propagation of wave, now that wave I can represent it as E naught, where maximum electric field intensity, into e power minus gamma z, right? Now gamma is nothing but j beta minus j beta z. E is equals to E naught into e power. This is how you will get the wave equation, right? Directly they will give wave equation. This is how you are getting the wave equation. See, propagation constant is nothing but attenuation constant plus j beta. Now at high frequencies you will have less attenuation. That's why we will represent alpha is 0. See, microwave frequencies is nothing but your high frequencies. Now that's why gamma will become j beta, right? Now if wave is propagating along z direction, if the wave is, see, always we will assume wave is propagating along z direction. Now that wave equation is nothing but E naught into e power minus gamma z, maximum electric field intensity, and gamma you are getting j beta, right? Now if you, this is the wave equation propagating in z direction. Wave equation propagating in z direction. Right? Now if I differentiate with respect to z, you will get E naught into e power minus j beta z into minus j beta, right? Differentiating this equation with respect to z, you will get this, right? Now if I rewrite that equation, dou E z by dou z, which is equals to minus, this is nothing but gamma, right? Minus gamma into E, right? This is nothing but E and this is nothing but minus gamma, right? Now if I equate this, you will get dou by dou z is nothing but minus gamma, right? If you refer any textbook, directly they will give, assume dou by dou z equals to minus gamma. This is how you are getting dou by dou z equals to minus gamma. Now represent it as equation 2. Now similarly you will get dou square by dou z square, you will get gamma square. Now represent this as equation 3, right? Now let me briefly explain all this, right? We are finding the field components, normal field components Ex, Ey, Hx, Hy, Ez and Hz under your microwave signal transmission, right? This is applicable to all waveguides. Right? Now the general procedure, see, from Maxwell equation we know del cross E equals to minus dou V by dou T. Now from the wave propagation in free space we got that dou by dou T is nothing but j omega, right? J omega and B is mu h. Here you will get minus j omega mu h. Expand in this ax, ay, az form. Now expand this delta and equating normal terms on both sides, that is equating same terms on both sides, you will get this equation. Represent it as equation 1, 2, 3. Right? We know gamma equals to alpha plus j beta, right? Propagation constant, which is nothing but attenuation constant plus j beta. Now at high frequencies you will have less attenuation. At high frequencies signal attenuation will be less. That's why alpha is 0. That's why you'll get gamma equals to j beta. Now if you assume z is your direction of propagation of wave, right? If z is your direction of propagation of wave, now the wave equation we can write it as E naught into e power minus gamma z, right? E naught into e power minus gamma z. Now we got gamma equals to j beta, and the final equation, if the wave is propagating along z direction, is this one, E equals to E naught into e power minus j beta z. If I differentiate this with respect to z, you will get minus gamma into E. If I equate, you will get dou by dou z equals to minus gamma, and similarly dou square by dou z square equals to gamma square. Now substitute equation. See, this is equation number 4 and this is equation number 5. Right? Substitute equation 4 in equation 1, 2 and 3. We are representing just dou by dou z as gamma. Now if I represent dou by dou z as gamma, right, now this is nothing but minus gamma, right? And the final equation, similarly this is nothing but minus gamma. Only these two terms will vary, equation 1 and 2. Now just I am rewriting that equation 1 and 2 after substitution of dou by dou z equals to minus gamma. If I substitute that, you will get dou E z by dou y plus gamma Ey, which is equals to minus j omega mu hx. Now from this equation, hx is nothing but minus 1 by j omega mu dou E z by dou y plus gamma Ey, right? Now represent it as equation 6, right? Represent it as equation 6. Now similarly, second equation, substituting dou by dou z equals to minus gamma in equation 2, you will get dou Ez by dou x plus gamma Ex, which is equals to j omega mu hy, right? From this equation, hy you will get it as 1 by j omega mu dou Ez by dou x plus gamma Ex. Now represent it as equation number 7, right? We don't have any dou by dou z terms under equation 3. Now directly I can rewrite equation 3 as minus 1 by j omega mu dou Ey by dou x minus dou Ex by dou y, and represent it as equation 8, right? Now these are the field components hx, hy, hz. See, if now hx is in, see, hx field component is in terms of Ey, right? Next you have to find out Ex, Ey, Ez, right? Now how to find out Ex, Ey, Ez? Similarly, you have from Maxwell equation, that is del cross H, which is equals to J plus dou D by dou T, right? Using only two Maxwell equations, right? One is del cross E and another one is del cross H. We are deriving all the field components under your microwave signal transmission using your transmission line, right? Now for free space, that is J equals to 0, and we know dou by dou T is nothing but j omega, right? And D is nothing but epsilon E. Now substitute this, you will get del cross H, which is equals to j omega epsilon E. Now expand this, right? Ax cap, Ay cap, Az cap, and dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and here you will have hx, hy, hz, right? Expanding del terms, and here you will have j omega epsilon Ex, Ax cap plus Ey, Ay cap plus Ez, Az cap, right? Now expand this del terms, right? Expand this del terms. Now this is expanding del cross H, which is equals to j omega epsilon E, expanding this term delta ax cap, ay cap, az cap, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, and dou by dou z, and here you'll have hx, hy, hz. Now j omega epsilon into ex, ax cap plus ey, ay cap plus ez, az cap, right? Now expanding this delta terms, right? Expanding this delta terms, you'll get ax cap of, see, now represent directly here dou by dou z as minus gamma, right? From equation 2, now represent directly as dou by dou z as minus gamma, right? Now expanding these terms, now what you'll get here, I am writing directly here, right? Represent dou by dou z directly as minus gamma, and here you will get ax cap, right? Ax cap of dou hz by dou y plus gamma hy, right? So here minus of minus gamma hy, you'll get plus gamma hy minus ay cap of dou hz by dou x plus gamma hx, right? Plus gamma hx plus az cap of dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y. Now this is equals to j omega epsilon ex ax cap plus ey ay cap plus ez az cap. Now equating same terms on both sides, right? Equating same terms on both sides. Now what you will get, j omega epsilon ex, which is equals to dou hz by dou y plus gamma hy, right? Equating ax cap terms, you will get this equation. Now from this equation, ex is nothing but 1 by j omega epsilon, right? 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y plus gamma hy. Now represent it as next equation, that is equation number 9, right? Now similarly equate ay terms, right? You will get ey, if I equate ay terms, j omega epsilon ey, now this is equals to minus of dou hz by dou x minus of dou hz by dou x plus gamma hx. Now from this equation you will get ey, right? From this equation you will get ey equals to 1 by minus 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou x, right, plus gamma hx, and represent it as equation number 10, right? Now similarly you will get ez as 1 by j omega epsilon dou hy by dou x minus dou hx by dou y. Now represent it as equation 11, right? Now we got 6 different equation, right? Hx, hy, hz, and also ex, ey, ez, right? Ex, ey, ez. Now I will derive one field component. Next you derive remaining field components, right? I will give equations, you derive by yourself, right? Now coming to equation number 9, right? I will find out ex, you find out ey, hx, hy, right? Ez and hz will remain same, right? Now coming to equation number 9, now this is your equation number 9. Ex equals to 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y plus gamma hy, right? Now you know hy equation from equation number 7, right? Now substitute equation 7 in equation 9, right? Substitute equation 7 in equation 9. Now what is equation 9? Equation 9 is nothing but ex equals to 1 by j omega epsilon 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y plus gamma hy. Now this is your equation number 9. Now what is equation number 7? that is hy equals to 1 by j omega mu, right? Dou Ez by dou x plus gamma Ex, right? Now this is your equation number 9 and this is your equation number 7. Now substitute 7 in 9, right? Substitute 7 in 9, that is Ex equals to 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y plus gamma by j omega mu dou Ez by dou x plus gamma Ex, right? Plus gamma Ex. Now substituting equation 7 in 9, right? Now you solve this. If I solve this, you will get 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y plus gamma square. Here you will get plus gamma square j square omega square mu epsilon dou Ez by dou x, right? Dou Ez by dou x initially you will get gamma, and after that you will get gamma square by j square omega square mu epsilon Ex, right? And this term equation is Ex, right? Now bring Ex to this side, right? If I bring Ex to this side, you will get 1 plus, right? 1 plus gamma square. See, this is minus 1, right? If I bring this to this side, you will get plus gamma square by omega square mu epsilon, which is equals to 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y, right? Dou hz by dou y plus gamma by, and here you will get minus, since this is minus 1, minus gamma by omega square mu epsilon dou Ez by dou x, right? Dou Ez by dou x. Now if I solve this, Ex is nothing but gamma square plus omega square mu epsilon, which is divided by omega square mu epsilon. Now represent this as h square, right? Gamma square plus omega square mu epsilon, represent it as h square. Why only h square? That I will say in while discussing about cutoff frequency, right? Now represent that as h square, 1 by j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y minus gamma by omega square mu epsilon dou Ez by dou x, right? Now finally you will get Ex, which is equals to omega square mu epsilon, right? Omega square mu epsilon divided by h square into j omega epsilon dou hz by dou y, right? And here you will get minus gamma by h square. This and this will get cancelled. You will get dou Ez by dou x, dou Ez by dou x, right? This is your final equation term. Now you can solve it further, right? You can solve it further. What is the final equation? See, this omega will get cancelled, right? And this epsilon will get cancelled, and finally you will get Ex equals to minus gamma by h square dou Ez by dou x, right? Now this with and here you will have plus omega mu by h square j dou hz by dou y, right? Now we can solve it further also, right? If I take minus, right? If I take minus here, I can take it as j square, right? Minus minus, you will get plus, right? Again 1 j will get cancelled, right? You will get minus of j omega mu by h square. Another term, this is your final equation, right? Ex equals to minus gamma by h square dou Ez by dou x minus j omega mu by h square dou hz by dou y, right? Ex, this is your final first field component Ex, right? Now similarly you find out Ey, Hx and Hy. Now that you have to do it by yourself. I will give equations. Now check whether you are getting correct or not, right? Now Ey, you will get it as minus gamma by h square dou Ez by dou y plus j omega mu by h square, right? J omega mu by h square dou hz by dou x, right? J omega mu by h square dou hz by dou x, right? Now this equation you have to solve it, right? Now how you will get Ey? Now this you will get substituting, right? How you will get Ey? Let me say, I will give. Now substitute. Wait. Now substitute equation 6 in equation 10, right? Substitute equation 6 in equation 10, right? Equation 6 is this one, hx equals to minus 1 by this one. Now this equation you have to substitute in equation 10, right? We have got Ey equation which is a component in terms of hx, right? Substitute hx value in equation 10, that is hx is equation 6 and Ey is equation 10, right? Substitute equation 6 in equation 10, you will get Ey, right? Now similarly you have to find out hx, right? Hx you will get it as minus gamma by h square dou hz by dou x plus j omega epsilon by h square dou Ez by dou y, right? Now this how you have to find out is substituting. See, you know hx equation, right? Hx equation, right? And substituting equation 10 in equation 6, just reverse, right? Substituting equation 10 is this one and equation 6 is this one. Hx, see, we have to find out field component hx which is in terms of field component Ey, and Ey equation is equation 10. If I substitute equation 10 in equation 6, you will get hx field component. This you have to get it, right? Now similarly you have to find out hy. You will get minus gamma by h square dou hz by dou y minus j omega epsilon by h square dou Ez by dou x. Now this how you will get it? Substituting equation 9 in equation 7. Substituting equation 9 substituting equation 9 in equation 7, you will get this equation. You do it by yourself, right? You have derived Ex field component, Ey you have to do it by substituting equation 6 in equation 10. Now Hx you have to do it, you have to find out substituting equation 10 in equation 6. Similarly you have to find out Hy by substituting equation 9 in 7. And Ez and Hz will remain same equations. Ez and Hz will remain same equation because those are, see, if you know, now Ez will remain same equation and similarly Hz will remain same equation. Now in the next class I will say TE mode of propagation, right? We have 3 different types of mode of propagation: TE mode, TEM mode and TEM mode. In next class I will say TE mode of propagation in rectangular waveguide. Meanwhile you find out these field components Ey, Hx and Hy, right? Thank you.